ELI 5. How do battleship shells travel 20 plus miles if they only move at around 2,500 feet per second? Moving at 2,500 frames per second, it would take over 40 seconds to travel 20 miles if you were going at a constant speed and traveling in a straight line. But once the shell leaves the gun, it would slow down pretty quickly and increase the time it takes to travel the distance, and gravity would start taking over. How does a shell stay in the air for so long? How does a shell not lose a huge amount of its speed after just a few miles? The shells are very aerodynamic, on purpose, and they're heavy. So although the drag is high in absolute terms because they're going so fast, the deceleration is low because they're so heavy relative to their drag. This ratio is called ballistic coefficient, and basically measures how resistant a shell is to slowing down. Yes, the flight time of battleship shells is huge at long ranges. Yes, they're subject to gravity the entire time. This is why they have to shoot up at an angle. They're losing speed to drag the whole time, and losing speed to gravity for the first half-ish of the flight. Then depending on angle and time and other things may actually accelerate as they descend in the second half-ish of the flight. Terminal velocity for something like an artillery shell is really high, and there's a ton of math that goes into finding a firing solution that stands even a chance of hitting a target at those ranges. Naval fire control has to account for you moving and maneuvering, your target moving and maneuvering, wind, the ballistic performance of your shell, the wear on your barrels, the rolling motion of the ship, and a few other things. Fire directors were some of the most complex and advanced analog computation devices ever made. One of the big tasks for the first electric computers was ballistic calculations, alongside cryptanalysis.